do. That was for you. I just made that up right now. Okay, so guys, I know I've been away for like a month, only because something really sad happened. I got a 3rd-degree burn on my face, so I was feeling super insecure, like very, very sad all the time. And I didn't want to speak to you guys about positive things and great things when I wasn't feeling that from within. So I made sure I worked on myself, like I took care of my skin, got a lot of facials, got a lot of products, a lot of omegas, you know, did the right things and healed the burn and healed myself inside, and, you know, did things that made me happy and made me smile so that I could portray, not portray, but to exude that type of confidence that I had in my other videos, because that's how I was feeling my other videos. So yeah, so I'm back on the bandwagon, and yeah, so I can talk to you guys about some great topics and be real. Alright, so yeah, and I'm also going to give tips like in another video of how I took care of my burn. You guys can still see it, like it's a dark mark, but it was really, 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 really bad. Like, you know, so over time, you know, the skin on the face is very, very strong. We underestimate it, so it will heal over time. You won't see it again. So yeah, how is everyone? Oh, thank you for my new subscribers. I really appreciate that. Oh my goodness, my topics are like amazing. There should be like hundreds of subscribers, but I refuse to like pay for that fake one where you can pay someone to give you subscribers and views and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work my butt off to get it the honest way. Okay, so yeah, so slowly over time, and also I'm starting up my own business, so I've been like super busy, and that's why I haven't been able to do a lot of vlog entries, but it's going to be more consistent now, I promise you. Okay, so oh yeah, how do you guys like the hair? Yeah, before my other post I had my afro bun, so I did this blonde. I just wanted something new for the summer and something really bright and exciting. Personality. Alright, so I hope you guys are feeling good and positive and loved, most importantly, and you're loving yourselves and doing things to love yourself. So this topic is going to be about dating, and the reason I want to talk about it is because in Toronto, I think a lot of people speak like this, but in the summertime, it's like pure summer lovin'. Meaning we're like always locked up. People are really miserable in Toronto, like in the wintertime, and who wouldn't be? Like, it's so cold, it's bitter, and you know, even though there are things to do and we're just happy to be alive, it just gets frustrating. Like, it feels like the cold is never gonna end. So recently we've been getting some warm weather, and I got to see the sakura trees, which is my favorite tree. It's a cherry blossom tree at High Park, and what's special about these trees is the blossoms only last for a week, and then after that's gone, it's just a regular green tree. So it's a very fragile tree, it's beautiful, and you can, people actually from all over the world go to Japan to see the sakura gardens, because that's where they originate from, right? And so we have a bunch of them in High Park. But yeah, that's just one of the fun things about the transitioning to warmer weather in Toronto. So, and yeah, and summer lovin', meaning that people just want some, to be coupled up with someone in the summertime, because there's so many things to do, and you just feel that heat, you know, ignites a different energy inside. It's just pure love and lust. So yeah, I want to give you guys some date night tips for someone that you're interested in, or you're already dating and you want some new ideas, right? So I wrote a list down, so please have patience with me. I'm just going to read off the list, and hopefully this will help you guys out. Sorry, my phone, oh, so rude. But I actually have a date after this. Isn't that funny? Yes. Okay, so I'm not gonna actually number them, I shouldn't say that. So first things first is dress to impress yourself first. The reason I say that, a lot of people use this quote like dress to impress, so you know, make sure you're on point to impress the person. No, you want to make sure you impress yourself first and feel good about what you're wearing, because you exude a confidence and you're automatically going to impress that person because you feel you've impressed yourself, right? Self-love goes a long way, people. Alright, so yeah, be yourself. You know, what you wear, I think, is a reflection of how you feel and your artistry, your your creativity, and so be fun with it and just be yourself when it comes to your clothes as well. So an important thing too, I've experienced this when I remember I've gone on a couple of dates in the past with guys and they didn't brush their teeth properly. And I mean, like, not everyone can have pearly whites, but you want to just floss your teeth and make sure they're clean, and brush your tongue, because that's what actually controls your breath, is your tongue. You got to clean that really well, and and just take care of those pearly whites, because I've gone on dates with the guys, like, there's stuff in their teeth and I'm like, you have something in your teeth, and they may have eaten something before. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it also just tells me that that person's hygiene, because hygiene is huge for me, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you clean those teeth. And smell clean. You don't necessarily have to have like the Dolce & Gabbana or Prada perfume, but just smell clean. Put some deodorant on, put some essential oils on, smell fresh. This is for male and females, because you feel more relaxed, I think, when you're cleaner, Okay, so that's that. Oh, go somewhere that strikes up a conversation. For example, the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto had these events on Friday nights where you would listen to DJ do his thing and sip champagne while you're chilling with the dinosaurs and chilling with exhibits. I mean, hello, that's an awesome place to strike a conversation, in the museum. And outside of the museum, there's a lot of old buildings that you can talk about and go for a stroll after, and that's just a great way to have a good date night. It's memorable. So look up your, and you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of money to take your girl or take your guy out on a date, you know what I'm saying? It could be, you could look in your local newspaper and check out some events that are on in the city that are free. And I mean, some other people would be like, Skyla, that's really, really, really cheap, To me, I want a guy to spend money on me, or I want a girl to spend money on me, I understand that, but you know what? This economy is very rough, and if the person can take you somewhere super interesting, it's not what you spend, it's how the person feels. So if they can take you somewhere, fun and exciting you've never been before, that's priceless to me, So you don't necessarily have to spend hundreds of dollars on that person to impress and to feel good and to have a good time. So go places that strike up a good conversation. Go to a poetry slam. I used to perform poetry, and that was a big thing. I took my guys out for a date night, and I bring them to a poetry slam. They loved it. Or jazz cafe, so many things. But I have some ideas. It's not always about typical dinner and movie. I can't, that's my pet peeve. I do not like it when guys suggest taking me to a movie theater. I think it's just so lazy. Excuse me, especially when the first date, you're like, really? 2013? This is the information revolution, and you can only think about taking me to a movie theater, and I don't go, and I've had my guy friends tell me, when a guy takes you to a movie theater, he doesn't really check for you like that, you know what I'm saying? He just, whatever, it doesn't take you seriously, just take a movie and get it done. So I refuse those things. I'm like, no, let's go else. I suggest other places, but movies, not for me. But you guys suggest things too. Tell me why movies are the best. I don't know. Okay, so, Also too, ladies, tips for you. Let the guy pay for the bill on the first date. If he's the one that asked you out, let him pay, And if you remember him talking about him being jobless or something, or him struggling, suggest a cheaper restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Or go out for dessert, go out for a snack or something like that, or go on a picnic. But I just learned that you teach people how to treat you, so it does show up later on that the guy's gonna expect you to pay all the time, you know what I'm saying? Or pay half all the time. No. You gotta let a man be a man. I know that's a stereotypical thing to say, but a man is a man, a woman is a woman. You have to know your position. So play your position, people, and you'll get what you deserve from that person when they play the position. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have expectations. A guy may expect a woman to, clean up the house all the time, and always looking a certain way and always looking fresh. Well, okay, the woman expects you, open the door for her, cook a good meal, rub her feet when she comes from work. Like, everyone has certain standards and expectations, and you have to start that from the beginning, not later on, because it's not fair to that partner when you complain 3 months down the line and go, oh, but you're not doing this for me. How come he's not doing that? Oh, no, no, always nagging that person when you didn't teach that person what you wanted. So just start from the beginning. And I'm telling you, a first date, that's the foundation. Okay, so yeah, also to follow your gut. If you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel right with the date, leave, you know, or tell the person to take you home or take a cab home. Leave. Life is too short to be forced to be in a position where you don't have to be there, you know. I've gone on dates with a guy who was so disrespectful, and to me disrespectful is he was like talking about my body parts and going, oh yeah, I like your legs, your thighs are so thick, yeah. To me that's like, oh my gosh, like a sexual deviant, you know. Scary. Hey, a freak's a freak, good, in your life, yeah. But I just met you a couple of days ago, you asked to take me out. Don't talk about my body parts like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for a compliment and stuff. That's great, but take it easy with that. So I left. I that time I paid half the bill. I just left the money. I'm like, here you go, and I took a cab home because I refused to be in a position I was uncomfortable. For what? Because he's a guy and he's good looking. I'm good looking. So what? I look at myself when I get home. You know. So here to I think too, if you focus on impressing the person too much, that can backfire because you start looking fake, and you have to understand that when you talk like that, you have to keep it consistent because I think women are the most brilliant humans, meaning because we have these instincts that men don't have, and we remember things, and it's just, I don't know, it's just an amazing magical thing. That's another topic, but guys, like, simmer down, you know. I can't stand when guys show off their fancy cars and their watches and stuff like that, or their jobs. Are you serious? These things can be attainable for anyone that puts their mind to it. So what makes you so special? Tell me about who you are. What makes you happy? What have you done? What have you contributed to this world other than, you know, material possessions? Yes, these things make people happy to a certain form, but that's all. You can't take them with you when you die. So, you know, give more in different ways, you know, but whatever, I'm blabbing, that's what I do, you know, okay, be cool and be positive, you know what I'm saying, be chill, because if you're cool and positive, that person will be, you know, comfortable with you and feel good when they're with you and stuff, so yeah. And they'll want to chill with you again, so just be cool and positive. Yeah, also read up on things and watch documentaries or watch a movie before you go there, and so you can have something to discuss, you know, because you want to keep the conversation going. You want to strike up different things. And one of my pet peeves, people, this is my opinion, don't ask about the person's ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend on the first date or when you're first getting to know the person. I mean, that will come in due time if you really want to know. I don't know why people want to know that, because it does nothing for you. But don't ask on the first date, because check this out. You're going to know about that person gradually if you want to. That person's going to treat you the way you teach them to treat you. So what does it matter what that person was in the past with their boyfriend or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I tailor every single relationship I have. I don't treat Stephanie the same way I treat Belinda, because they're both unique human beings. I can't do that. I have to treat them differently and with a different level of respect, and the way I speak to Belinda is not the way I'm going to speak to Stephanie, because I appreciate them in different ways, and people have a different purpose in your life. So you can't say, oh, so how was your ex-girlfriend, or how was your ex-boyfriend, why'd you guys break up? What does that information do for you? I think it also has to do with a level of maturity too. I think younger guys tend to do that, but I don't know, maybe that's just my experience. But tell me what you think about that. How do you guys feel about if somebody asks you about your ex partner or something like that? But that's weird. And also, most importantly, a smile. So I hope these tips are helpful to you in date night. It's time for some summer lovin' in Toronto, and let me know some date night tips or something. You know, give me some advice. We all need advice. We're all growing and learning and evolving. So I fed your minds, feed mine. And again, thank you to my new subscribers and people that are viewing out there. I really appreciate you viewing, even if it's for a minute, but just subscribe, that's all. Subscribe, that's all. Please. Okay, if you could subscribe to someone talking about like cinnamon and eating cinnamon and vomiting cinnamon, come on, subscribe to me, because, you know, I'm feeding your mind in a different way, and it can be exciting too. But I'm tired of begging. But yeah, so I look forward to discussing with some new topics with you guys. I have some great topics lined up, and I apologize for the inconvenience of being away for so long. But you know how life is sometimes. You got to work on you first before you do anything for anyone else. And yeah, so that's what I did. I am back, loving myself even more, learned some new things about me, and I'm so happy and blessed that I got to speak with you guys today. Kisses, mwah!